Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the chest press. Here is the loading pattern from seated position. Let's make sure we get down to business. Kick the weights up to a nice high position where you can support the weight, lean back, and get it positioned over the chest. Starting with the top position, pushing the weights up, and then taking the time to shoulder roll. Get your shoulder blades back down and towards each other, behind you, against the bench. Then lower the weight. As you press up into that, you should feel your pectoral muscles, the actual chest, coming into contraction. You're not just pushing weights up and down here, you're actually letting the load of the weight push down on the elbow, which is then abducting from the center of that chest. So we want to really make sure you're feeling it in the pecs. Have a small arch of your lower back. I'm going to show you a side profile view coming up in the next portion of the video. But right here, I just want you to practice this technique. Bringing your hands just slightly below the shoulder, around the nipple line area, to keep your alignment proper across the chest. Then you bring the weights back to hip position and place them down. Don't drop them and slam them. Take your time. Do it properly and make sure you're getting the most out of this exercise. Again, we want to line up with the pectoral muscle. Here's a side profile of the exact same exercise, flat bench. Load the weights. Notice I roll the shoulders back a little to get the blades engaged towards each other. As I go down, I bring the weights up into alignment with the nipple line. Place your feet flat on the floor. Have a small arch of your lower back with your chest up. See the alignment. Take the time to align before you start pumping reps, because a perfect repetition is the one you want to repeat. Remember, a repetition is just repeating a movement. Don't repeat the wrong technique. Take your time and get that weight alignment across the chest. Breathe in on the way down here, press out, and get that alignment right over top of the chest. Because we're working on a flat bench press, you're trying to get this right in line with the nipple line through the mass, the major part of your pec. We're not trying to push up into the neck or the clavicle area or the shoulders. You want to bring it down as if it was a barbell, right across the chest. Let the weight push down on the elbow, bring the elbows out to the side, and when you're done, however many reps your prescription is for, place the weights down safely, as you see here. Again, don't drop them. Don't lift for ego, lift for safety and performance. Now the next thing we're going to do is I've inclined the bench to a 45-degree angle. Now this is a high angle. You're going to notice quite a bit of shoulder. The loading pattern remains the same. I've got the weights up over top. The weight sits over the wrist, and the wrist sits over the elbow. So have them wide enough that they're pushing down on the elbow. Now as I bring the weight down, you notice it pulls at the clavicle area, the top of the chest. We're no longer in line with the nipple line. You're now lining up much higher. With the 45-degree angle, pushing straight up here, we're driving up into the anterior delt, which is the shoulder, and the upper clavicle area of the chest. Again, the feet are flat on the floor, a good strong brace. But we do not want to have a massive arch in our back, because then we're eliminating the idea of the inclined bench. You do want to make sure you're still on an upright inclined position. Now 45 degrees really puts an emphasis on the shoulder area and the very hot top high part of the chest. Now you'll see in this portion of the video, I have lowered the bench down to 30 degrees. This is my personal favorite. This is where I like to work my incline. It has a nice combination of the flat press and the incline, where we're not getting as much of the shoulder in there, but the technique remains the same. It's just an angle on the movement. The wrist is over the elbow. The weight that you're carrying is to make your elbows feel heavier as you bring them down to the sides. Breathe in on the way down, press out on the way up, and then get your desired amount of perfect repetitions. Feet flat on the floor. Your core should be tight with a small arch of the lower back, allowing your head and your shoulder blades to rest firmly against the bench. This is going to give you the best results for your chest press. And that's it for today's coaching seminar. Place your weights down smooth, safe, whether you're at home or the gym. And that is it for today, folks. I'll see you again next time for another tutorial on a specific movement. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to never miss a video.